looks good. He signed some players, but we're really in this rebuild mode, waiting for our young guys to come up. Then that's when we really go full force and go all in. If Chris wanted to make us know he was serious about really doing this, he'd go out and sign Correa and Bobby the second. Say this, if baseball was truly serious about this, I wouldn't worry about a salary cap. I would have a salary floor where you have to spend X amount of money. Agreed. Serious. Teams like the Guardians, the Pirates, the Marlins, they're a disgrace. They're an embarrassment to the sport. Because those are just cash grabs. Those are just, I'm just going to field the team and I'm going to collect all the checks out. Scherzer makes more than a couple teams' entire payroll. And I understand Tampa Bay is the exception to the rule. Like Tampa Bay is mastered the art of they've mastered the art of they're everything the Tigers are. So I have no illusions that we're all of a sudden able to do it to Tampa Bay. Just like I have no illusions we're going to do it the Dodger or the Yankee. I don't think you need to. There's a happy medium. So look, if you're excited about $140 million to get better defensively, God bless. But the strikeout rate is terrifying. The OPS regression is terrifying. I don't know. I can't find my way there with hobby bias. Can't do it. 248-539-9797. You want to do a little football today? Let's do it next. I got 7 97.1 The Ticket.
From the WWG AM 950 Traffic Center. Look at the drive right now, and there's a police investigation at Oxford High School. Ray Road and Oxford Road currently closed near the school. Also seeing additional traffic on north and southbound the Pier Road between Ray Road and Burdick. Slowdowns continue due to construction. 275 southbound from 7 Mile to Ann Arbor Road, northbound from Fort Road to M1496, and 94 eastbound from 75 to Gratiot Avenue in Detroit. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Pro Football Sunday, Cincinnati a 3.5-point home favorite against Los Angeles at the AFC. The total is 50.5. And Cincy's coming off a blowout win last week against Pittsburgh. LA off a really bad loss on the road in Denver. But as far as this game is concerned, this number can never be 3, much less 3.5. So absolutely love Los Angeles in this spot. Numbers play for me here, but I also think Los Angeles Angeles is very live. To win this game, currently about plus 140 on the money line. Would not be shocked at all if LA won, and I love LA to fall inside this number at 3 or 3.5. So the play coming up week 13, Pro Football Sunday, Los Angeles plus 3 or plus 3.5. Cincinnati. That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Whether you run your local bookstore or the neighborhood boutique that everyone loves, small businesses like yours make gift giving possible. Now, Comcast Business has a gift for you. Introducing the Gift of Savings Sale. For a limited time, ask how to get our best deal of the year on a gig bundle. You can get a $650 prepaid card when you switch to Comcast Business, the network that can deliver gig speeds to most businesses. That's $650 to spend on whatever your business needs. You can even reward your team for another big year. Or if you want another way to save, you can also get started with internet voice for $35 each month when you buy both with a 2-year price guarantee. So give your business the gift of savings today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Offer ends 1/2/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 for self-charging. Responsibility customers only. Early termination fee applies. Requires legal minimum. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details. For the ones who are always in town. For the ones who keep things running. For the innovators and the problem solvers. Granger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Experience that with local branches and free access to experts to help answer your toughest questions. So whatever challenge you face, we have the knowledge and products to help. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Shop on eBay this holiday season to get more. For your dough on stand mixers, or get more. For your buck on this season's hottest tech and gaming gear. And on eBay, you can even get more Cyber Monday rewind crop deals. Cyber Monday prices are back for one day only. Get more and save more on premium brands with eBay's can't miss Monday deals. Get more when you get it on eBay.
It's not magic that will deliver money or packages to homes across the country this holiday. It's the United States Postal Service. And we don't need a team of reindeer to do it, because we've added more vehicles to our fleet. And while we don't come down your chimney, we can pick up presents for yours. So if making more holiday deliveries to homes in the U.S. than anyone else seems like magic, that means we're doing our job. Share the magic at USPS.com/helpers.
Tried Eucrisa for mild to moderate eczema. It works at and below the skin surface and can be used on almost everybody. Look on the dimples of a diva. Yeah, roll your boat. Yeah, roll your boat. Or the shoulders of a shadow. Look, Mom, I made jelly beans on toes. Steroid-free Eucrisa works at and below the skin surface. It blocks PDE4 enzymes, which is believed to reduce inflammation, even on the wrist of a rebel.
What did you do to your hair?
What? Specifically, Eucrisa works is not well defined. Prescription Eucrisa for mild to moderate eczema is for topical use only in ages 3 months and up. Do not use if you are allergic to Eucrisa, Crisaporo ointment 2%, or its ingredients. Allergic reactions including hives, itching, swelling, and redness may occur at or near the application site. The most common side effect is application site pain, such as burning or stinging.
Come on, moms and dads, check out Eucrisa.com and ask your doctor about Eucrisa. Can I see one more song?
The Detroit Red Wings host the Boston Bruins. Weekends tonight at 6:45 on 97.1 The Ticket.
All right, let's get a little football mix. Enough baseball for me. We can get back to it later if we so choose. It's football today. You know what, Mike? You had a very tiring day. Just sit back and let David. All right, we just signed on. Segment you hate. It's the Big Ten Power. We just signed on. Yeah. David, what do you got at 14? Let's just go through the lower parts. Indiana 14. Indiana as well. There's some garbage. Do they bounce back next year, or was that truly a magical COVID year, and Indiana is just going to revert to being Indiana? I don't know. The quarterback comes back. You gotta hope that he's healthy. Penix? Yeah. Again?
than Danny Glover next year.
There's 2 freshmen that play.
My God, I feel like he's been there 10 years.
He's kind of like Major Applewhite. When you play as a true freshman, it seems like you've been there for 7 years.
He did not look to be the same player.
No.
Okay, but
Yeah,
you
he
still
loves
hold out
being-
hope for your Hoosiers.
I think they'll be an average team.
So Indiana, 6. All right, 13.
13, I got Northwestern.
Same here. Question, if you're Notre Dame, do you call Pat Fitzgerald only for him to reject you?
No. I think if you're Notre Dame, you got one guy. You possibly have 2.
Marcus Freeman.
Marcus Freeman is your backup plan. But, according to Dennis Dodd, they're going to wait on Luke Fickell. Luke Fickell's a guy.
What are they going to do for the early signing period?
They're telling their coaches to go out there and keep recruiting and telling them that we got somebody for you.
That's my response to that if that were my kid.
Good afternoon. That's not the one I thought you were going to go. Oh, my bad. Second deck.
What out?
Oh, 12. I have Nebraska.
I got Rutgers. May I ask a Nebraska question?
You may.
Bounce back team of the year 2022, the Cornhuskers.
They would be a candidate for that, yes, for sure.
You don't play in as many close games.
It can't get any worse.
Right, exactly. There has to be positive regression or whatever. Like, it has to get more to the mean where you win some of these
I
close
honestly
games.
felt bad for them when they lost to Iowa. Like, I remember in the 4th quarter saying, you can't lose this game.
And they did.
I can't lose
Feel
this.
bad for you, I'm sorry.
All right, who you got on London? I got Nebraska.
So we just flip-flop.
Just
I have
flip-flop.
Rutgers.
All right, so then a Rutgers question. How would you classify Shiano year 2?
A little bit of a regression. I thought he was going to be better than he was this year. I thought Rutgers would be around that 7-5, 8-4. I thought Rutgers would have been like Purdue. That's what I thought.
Next year, they get their QB.
Next year they have their QB. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So they'll have their highest ranked QB like in Rutgers history.
Yeah, they were so bad. Last year he got all those transfer guys. And, they look better. They look better, but they're still not good.
Shout out all-time Rutgers great Ray Lucas.
All right, maybe they bring the helmets.
The Marco Battaglia era? Maybe they bring off the cutoff jerseys.
So big. All right, let's get this over with. At 10, Mike's going to make fun of me. What? I got Maryland.
I also have Maryland.
Okay, go ahead, Mike. Ask your Maryland question. Why did you pick Maryland the entire year?
I will say, would you turn winning on the road at Rutgers, blowing their doors off, in a game where both teams needed it to be bowl eligible, Loxley making a bowl, would you still, despite it being disappointing by your standards, was this season a success for Maryland to get to a
It
bowl?
was, because they got to a bowl game. It's, Mike, it's where we wanted Mel Tucker to be. You know what? In the final game, can you at least make a bowl, and now you got something to build upon for the next couple seasons. At number 9, what do you got?
That's Penn State at 9. I'm sorry, I have to punish him for James Franklin. He's not a good coach in the last few games. His idiocy has costed them games.
I don't
Sure,
think
like this is
costed
new.
is a word, but okay, we'll go with it. We have Jim Costa at the station.
I'm going Costy, whatever.
It's a big house.
Robbie, look, Penn State to me, here's the problem. You can do all of this. Why do they have a new offensive coordinator every year? They have all the players, but their offense never looks normal. It just never functions.
It doesn't, and now you got to replace your defensive coordinator because he's off to Virginia Tech. Good thing you played Franklin because he's going to have to earn it next year. I got Illinois.
At 9?
Illinois has just been that team where, I mean, they've knocked off Penn State. Who else did they beat? Nebraska and Iowa.
Every time you wrote them off, they bounce back to win a game.
Right.
I honestly, if you told me they were going to go 2-10 this year, I would have believed it. I thought Bielema inherited a mess. I thought that was a very successful year for them.
It was. And number 8.
So I have the Illini at 8.
Okay, I got
Because
Penn
they
State.
won some of those games.
Okay, so we just flip-flopped
Yeah,
Penn
we've
State.
covered both teams. Keep it moving.
At 7, what do you got, David?
Wisconsin at 7. They blew a chance to make it to the Big Ten title game. Cannot rate them higher than
All right,
that.
I'm going to tell you something, and this might be a hot take, and you can stop me. I think the bloom's off the rose up there. Something is broken structurally with them, where it's been multiple years now. The O-line doesn't look like it used to. They've had major quarterback problems. And maybe Paul Christ has kind of just hit the apex and is on the way down.
See, I think, Mike, I like what you're thinking. Maybe they need one of those Rocky Mountain seeds where they got to go and run on the beach. I think Wisconsin stopped being Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin tried to take that next step. We're going to get the top QB in here. We're going to throw the ball around.
I'll tell you right now,
Wisconsin was 5 guys that you had never heard of before and a running back and a
Mertz
tight
would
end.
not be invited back to training camp if I were to coach. I
think they lost their identity.
I see nothing in Graham Mertz that suggests high-level B1 starter. He is. That game, did you ever watch that game against Minnesota? I know you were busy this week. Rico, there was almost like a single tear running down my cheek. This is the worst football I've ever seen.
But you know what? They sold their soul. And kind of like Rutgers, he was the highest ranked quarterback ever to come to Wisconsin.
He's terrible.
And they lost their way. They lost their identity. If they go back to playing Wisconsin ball, Mike, I think they'll be back in a year. 6.
I debated back and forth for my team 6 and team 5, but I'm settling here 6 Minnesota.
I think we are going to flip-flop. At 6, I have Purdue.
Purdue.
I have Purdue at 6.
You're not going to like where I have.
Okay, so hold on. So you have Purdue and you have Minnesota. You were thinking of both teams. Which coach did a better job this year? Now, it was just based on different coaches inherit different talent, different schedules. Who do you feel did a better job, Jeff Fromm or Fleck?
I think Fleck did a better job because he lost his guy in the first week. And then he lost, he kept losing running backs. And it was just like, my God.
Is Tanner Morgan back for year 17?
Yes, he is coming back.
God.
He is coming back for year 6.
He's going to be Chris Winkie.
Year.
He's going to be 28 playing QB in Minnesota.
But your question, Mike, is why I debated back and forth with my 6 and 5 team. Because it's Purdue and Minnesota. I wasn't sure what to do there because Ibrahim was gone. Minnesota did good.
Minnesota had Nebraska did their job. Michigan is playing Minnesota this weekend.
Correct.
And plus,
Minnesota beginning 21, 24.
That would have been bad. All right, so at 5, you just flip-flopped.
Purdue
Okay.
at 5.
At
yes.
4, what do you got?
Michigan State.
4. You know what? We're probably going to be flip-flopping again because I went back and forth between Iowa and Michigan State.
Yep.